This is the new OR-330. It's an amazing sound bag made by the great people at Orca. Welcome to Morphilm Academy product review series. Today we talk about the new Orca OR-330. It's very similar to the other bags but has a fantastic redesigned front compartment. With this clear plastic window, a separator and a bunch of elastic straps to fit your receivers and transmitters, it's much better than the older simple pocket design. On top of that, it's detachable and can be replaced by a selection of simple pockets to reduce the size and weight of the bag. Now let's do a quick tour of the bag in case you're not familiar with Orca. First, it features an aluminum frame, which makes it very rigid. It's also great for attaching things to it. We'll come back to that later. At first, I was afraid the aluminum would make the bag very heavy, but it's surprisingly lightweight for such a big bag, which is very important. Next, the bag unzips on all four sides to let you access everything easily. On the back side, there's a pocket with a small separator and an access inside the bag to pass cables. You also have these two rings for your harness. On each side, there's quick access pockets, so you don't have to unzip the big ones. Back at the front, there's an attachment on each side for these detachable pouches. These come with it, but you can also buy other ones like the OR-39, which is a double pouch. On top of the bag, you have these rings for attaching a harness or anything else. You also have these handles to carry the bag, which is super useful, but we'll come back to that. On the inside, there's one detachable separator with elastic straps for your receivers. This creates two compartments, one for your recorder and the other for receivers or whatever else you need quick access to. Like other Orca bags, it comes with these adjustable support brackets to adapt to your recorder. On the bottom of the bag, you can, of course, open it and access the bottom of your recorder. Now, let's get into how I set up my bag on a typical shoot. So here's my setup. As you may have noticed, I decided to put the recorder further away from me. I simply find it more accessible this way. It also allows the elastic straps to be facing me, so when I use the Sennheiser G3s for example, I can see the front of the receivers. Next, on the right side, I have a velcro strap for my headphones, which is incredibly useful. I also sometimes use my boom hanger on the side to hang them instead. It's a bit quicker, but they fall more easily. On the left side, I have a short XLR cable, also with a velcro strap. This goes directly to my boom pole. On the top, I have my phone holder, which is an absolute must with the MixPre 10 recorder. And that's where the aluminum frame becomes very useful. I can clamp this really hard and it's super sturdy. If I compare this to my old bag, you can see it was a much needed upgrade. In the back pocket, I put my battery bank. It's perfect for that, and it would be completely useless for anything else anyway. In the two front side pouches, I usually put either backup receivers or a contact transmitter. In the big front pouch, I used to put all my body pack transmitters, which works great. However, I ended up using it much more for my little plastic container where I put all my accessories. It's a big compartment, so it's perfect for that. I can even fit backup headphones at the same time, or this lavalier microphone pouch. So it's a very versatile compartment. The one drawback I found is that it reduced the size of the pocket at the very front. Now it feels shallower and can barely fit a few tiny accessories. It also curves under the compartment, making it very hard to reach the bottom. On the inside, I usually put my receivers here, but also I get this Anker power bank inside this elastic. This way it's always ready to power my cell phone, a receiver, or anything else. So it's a fantastic and versatile bag, but there are a few things I did not like about it. So let's talk about the cons. First, the handles definitely need a redesign. They always get in the way. Yes, they're removable, but that's not practical. I want to keep them because they're very useful, but they need to get out of the way when I'm using the bag. Retractable handles would be much better. Next, the L brackets supporting the recorder. They work great, but there's one problem with them. They fit over the elastic straps, restricting the access to them. And it does get annoying. It's a small thing, but definitely worth fixing in the next version. Next, the bottom access just sucks. For example, on their website, they put a Sound Devices MixPre 10, like this one, in the bag. However, the bottom of the bag was clearly not designed for a recorder like this. You simply cannot access the batteries, and therefore the memory card. So I can only rely on the USB flash drive on the side if I don't want to keep getting the recorder in and out of the bag. Even with another recorder like the Zoom F8N, you can't access the battery compartment. So I guess it might work with some other recorders, but Orca, if you advertise the MixPre 10 on your website, please make sure the design actually works with it, and please make the bottom access much bigger. My last con for this bag actually applies to almost every sound bag in the industry. Why don't bag makers put more pockets on some bags? That's what we want. Pockets everywhere. We want to be able to carry extra lavalier microphones, clips, stickers, accessories, and everything else we might need. Here's a suggestion. The quick access things on the side, and never use them. They're pretty much useless. Remove them and put a bunch of pockets instead. That would be perfect. Also, the front pocket, please make more room in there. It's way too tight. And while you're at it, why not add more pockets there as well? Orca, please show the example and add pockets. Thank you. Now, with that out of the way, I do have a few other minor improvements that will make this bag even better in my humble opinion. First, quarter 20 threads to attach accessories directly to the aluminum frame instead of having to use a clamp like this would be great. Next, more elastic straps on the opposite side of the bag would be very useful. The new front pocket design is great and it can be replaced by colored pockets, which is useful for making the bag smaller. But why stop there? You could offer a lot of different pocket and pouches options, like perhaps one with tactical loops in the front. That would be great, because this is all wasted space. So, in conclusion, despite a few cons of this bag, it's still probably the best one out there, because the truth is, they're all pretty much the same. They all really need an innovative upgrade. There's definitely a few companies trying, but it's not quite there yet. So this is a great quality option at a pretty good price. With a few changes, it can become close to perfection. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.